Hi friends, today's lesson is just still practicing that multiplying a fraction by a whole number. Okay, so let's look at our math message. The Social Studies Club wants to make 3D globes. To make the paste, each member needs to mix 3/4 cup of glue with 1/4 cup of water. There are 9 members and they have 1 quart of water. Is there enough water for all? Okay, so I am just worrying about if we have enough water right now. So I'm going to ignore the 3/4 cup glue for right now. Okay, we're just focusing on the water. So if I look back in my story problem and I've circled my numbers and underlined keywords, I know that there are 9 members and they take 1/4 cup water each. So what I could do is I could write 1/4 plus 1/4 plus 1/4 9 different times, but there's a more efficient way using multiplication. So my multiplication equation is going to be 9 times 1/4. Okay? Now remember, when we multiply a whole number by a fraction, we just do the whole number times the numerator. So 9 times 1 is 9, and then we keep that denominator the same, 4. So we have 9/4. But we know that we cannot leave that as improper. We have to change it to a mixed number. So we have to think, how many wholes are in 9/4? Okay, so 4 times what gets you close to 9 without going over? If I count by 4, so I know that, well, 4 times 1 equals 4. 4 times 2 equals 8. That's pretty close to 9. 4 times 3, well, that's 12. That went over. So I know that there's going to be at least 2 wholes in 9/4. Okay, 2 times 4, well, that got me 8. So that was 8/4 and 2 wholes. I have to subtract that now from our 9/4 to get 1/4 cups of water. So they have in all 2 1/4 cups of water. Well, now we need to know, is that enough for their 1 quart of water? If we think back to yesterday's activities, we know that 4 cups equals 1 quart. So if 1 quart is able to have 4 cups, we don't need even the whole quart. We'll have some left over. We just need 2 1/4 cups of water. So yes, they have enough. Okay, but then also you might see a question in your math journal asking, in what number is between 2 whole numbers? So if I draw like my number line, and I think, okay, well, right down in the middle would be 2 1/2. Okay, well, 2 1/4 would probably be like right about here. So now I have to think, well, what's the closest lowest whole number? Would be a 2, right? Because we're working with 2's. And then what would be the closest higher whole number? Should be a 3. Okay, so 2 1/4 is between 2 and 3. Okay, let's look at our next question, still revolving this story problem. Now it's asking about the glue part. Okay, they have 1/2 gallon of glue. So we need to know, is there enough glue for all? Well, if we look back up, they need 3/4 cup of glue for 9 members. So we could do 3/4 plus 3/4 plus 3/4 9 times, but that would take way too long. So let's do 9 times 3/4. Okay, remember, do the 9 times 3, 27. Keep that denominator 4. Okay, we can't leave it like that. We have to think, how many wholes are in 27/4. So think, 4 times what gets you close to 27 without going over? Skip counting by 4. If you got 6, you are absolutely correct. Okay, it took us 6 times to get close to 27, which got us, well, 6 times 4 is, yep, 24/4. We have to subtract that. So 27/4 minus 24/4, which would be the 3/4 cups of glue. Okay, now we gotta check, because they have half a gallon of glue. We gotta check if they actually have enough. So we have to do some converting. So if we remember, well, 4 cups equal a quart, 1 quart. If we look back at our gallon land, I remember that there's 2 quarts in half a gallon. Well, now I can just times the 4 by the 2. So there's actually 8 cups in half a gallon. So same thing, we don't even need to use the whole half gallon. We just need 6 3/4 of it. We'll have some left over. So yes, they will have enough. Okay, let's make sure that we understand what 2 numbers is this between. So here is my number line. Here's probably 6 1/2 right in the middle. 6 3/4 are kind of on this side. So it's pretty close. It's closer to whole number 7 than it is to whole number 6 right here. Okay, friends, please refer back to this video if you are getting stuck on today's activities. You are going to be working in your math journals, completing pages 232 and 233. Have a great day, friends.